टेक्निकल इश्यूज हो गए थे स्टार्टिंग में. सॉरी, हम लोग आए गए, बट दिस इज होपफुली हियर टू स्टे. आई एम विद मिस्टर प्रणव पिंगल राइट नाउ एट द स्टेडियम.
And there goes
And there goes the stadium. आप लोग स्टेडियम के विजुअल देख सकते हैं. He's I think right now somewhere in the media center and he's enjoying and having a good time. Pink, first of all, wanted to ask you कि भाई कैसा है माहौल चेन्नई का? What is the temperature like? First of all, your first thoughts on your first coverage of the whole World Cup.
the energy is crazy. It's unbelievable. The people from all over the country, all over the world. Actually, we met some Australian journalists. We got some South Africans. There's a huge representation from all parts of the country. It's fantastic. The energy is great. The stadium's looking beautiful. It's bright, sunny. It's extremely hot. Definitely not a time to have biryani. Need plenty of curd rice. But yeah, it's fantastic. I think the energy, the stadium looks phenomenal. It's done a the pitch looks fantastic. We went close up. It looks really good.
The pitch looked good. That's good to know. What about the fan enthusiasm around Chennai? I know maybe abhi thoda, you've been here only for what, roughly 10 hours. But in that, could you, sort of soak in something? That there is a lot of excitement within the whole city for the World Cup.
The excitement is definitely there. The entire city is geared up. The auto wallas, everyone's excited, glued to their phones. You can see a lot of energy. You can see the momentum that everyone has. It even within the entire media, the buzz is huge. You can see the excitement for the World Cup. The press conference was phenomenal. Yeah, I think it's really the energies are high. It's definitely something to look forward to.
Awesome. That makes me get excited and wanting to be there with you right now. But what are you went through the press conference. अपन उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. Press conference में पैटर्न ना खिराक दिख रहे थे. आप जो विजुअल या ऑडियो भेजे मेरे को, उसमें जितना भी मैं सुन पाया, he looks like a confident bloke. He's not letting any kind of nervousness, be surrounded by him or his team. And obviously, he's playing the home nation. So, what did he initially talk about? What are the questions that came into him?
Uh, I think there were a lot of questions that were being asked. The first thing is that playing against the host country, it was really big for him to sort of answer. Obviously, there is the crowd is going to be backing India. That's going to be a massive thing that's going to go against them. But he seemed pretty confident about because of the IPL and the exposure that they already have. I think they're sort of used to the crowds being against them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it really helps that they've been able to play this entire play in India for a while, unlike back in the day. So yeah, hopefully it should be a good competition to watch.
100%. And you mentioned the host nation. I think कोई उनसे पूछे थे कि आपके previous World Cups के क्या, what were your thoughts about that? And he mentioned कि 1999 I just started to watch, but 2015 because he played in it, he was more happy to be a part of it, and he was remembering those days. So I mean, all rounders का spoke about all rounders as well. Pat Cummins. So something on all rounders that he had mentioned, Pings.
Yeah, I think all round is going to be a major big one. If you notice that they do have a lot of all rounders going on, their team has about seven straight up, 7 to 8. That's going to be a massive. Is that going to be a decisive factor for this World Cup? If you ask me and everyone else that were there in the room today, it is. Glenn Maxwell, Zampa, he's basically saying that is Maxwell going to be the game changer? That was one of the questions that was posed from one of our colleagues in the media. It is definitely, yeah. I think Maxwell. I think the answer that he gave was really nice. It was something on the terms that if Maxi doesn't perform either as a batsman, he's definitely going to pull it up as a bowler, and they're definitely going to be using him as a full-time spinner for this World Cup.
And that's where वही होता है इंडिया के. अगर आप देखते हैं, अपन हार्दिक पांड्या steps in there because he has the only potential to be an all-rounder in India. Yes, Jadeja है, but again we have a lot of more high hopes than Pandya because he's more of a regular batsman. So I think वो battle तो है. You mentioned Kuldeep Yadav.
भाई जरा वहाँ पे जाके बात करो ना. Thank you. No, no, sorry, there was an
He
interruption by the chef.
the chef, shout out to the chef. But yeah, he mentioned about Kuldeep Yadav, Ashwin, and Jadeja, their role and what they'll be doing on the Chennai pitches. So anything that he mentioned in particular, who is worried about facing?
I think he seemed pretty calm when the question was posed about Ashwin, Kuldeep. He didn't seem to be too worried, and I think that's something that comes from Australia's history. They will never show weakness to anyone. I think that's going to be a big one this World Cup. Like if you notice, one of the questions that was asked during the entire press conference was about the earlier Australians back in 2000. All of them were highly aggressive. There was a hyper aggressive Australian team. Uh, and to that, he basically said that, listen, me not wanting to win, everyone wants to win, everyone's extremely competitive. So I think it's just that they're not going to show it as much because their personalities differ, and with time things change, people evolve. The sledging is going to be there. It's going to be a great match, and yeah, I think the biggest takeaway for this is Glenn Maxwell going to be the guy who's going to take this match over, and are they going to be scared of the Indian squad? That's to wait till tomorrow and see what's going to happen.
Yeah. Also, Prince, you mentioned about Marco Stoinis' injury. Was there any update on that? Marco Stoinis.
But nothing much. I think he's going to be the only guy who's going to be practicing today in the evening. Uh, we will know a little bit soon later, maybe after the Indian conference. I'll give you a much detailed update after that.
Hmm. Yeah, that'd be good to know. And also about the fact that you mentioned about Stoinis and the all-rounder personality. Mitch Marsh comes to mind when he said all-rounder, and there was a slight moment in the media center. जहाँ पे he's just a big guy. That's the only aggressive part I could say. So Mitch Marsh का role ये team में, like, what did he mention about that? Like, how important is Mitch?
Yeah, so basically, the Mitch Marsh is going to be the big hitter. He's going to be the big guy. He's going to be bringing the big sixes. That was a big question that was being asked by everyone within the media, and I think, like everyone knows, he's a massive guy, so he's going to hit it out of the park. He's going to be a real delight to watch this World Cup, if you ask me.
Hmm. So right now the weather conditions, Pink. What's the weather like?
Whether it's wait, let me just show you. I think that'll be just easier. Let me flip this camera. Okay, it's extremely. That's how the weather is. It's extremely hot right now.
Yeah.
It's massive, but it's great to see. Like the stadium is fantastic. It's beautiful. We had a tour of the lovely MCC cricket club, which has been there for about for a long time. Everyone's pumped. You can see like literally everyone is at it. Their
Yeah.
live blogs going up every moment, every minute. Um Met some really interesting colleagues from the other side in Australia who
Yeah.
have traveled all the way here. So it's definitely going to be exciting. It's just waiting for things to happen tomorrow.
बिल्कुल. So basically from press conference of Pat Cummins हम यही sum up कर सकते हैं कि Pat Cummins first of all not showing any signs of nervousness, not showing that he's failed away. He also mentioned, I think Pingle, he also mentioned that even if we lose, it's all right. We know where we stand in this tournament. So that Aussie mentality, that sort of never letting your guard down kind of a situation is
Yeah, for
always.
sure. He seemed extremely calm, composed. He had like a great, he had a great sort of. Oh, there we go again. Sorry,
No
he had a
worries.
great, he had a great presence and a grip of the entire media that was going on there. Um, like I said, he was definitely someone who had. You can see the confidence that he has, and he seemed extremely composed.
Hmm.
It's going to be great to watch. Just the way that he handled the entire situation, you can see that they've come here to win,
Hmm.
and it's just that who's going to sort of beat the better side.
Yeah. Are there any special? I'm pretty sure World Cup. Are there any special preps that are going on in the MCC? Anything that you saw, particularly the boardings, the
Yeah, there are
when?
plenty of holdings. I think we have a lot of footage that we're going to upload right now. The stadium prep is going to be. I think we were the only ones who had the first glimpse of the stadium, so that's going to be up live soon. We'll
Yeah.
share some of those glimpses. We have some unseen footage of the MCC inside. That's something that everyone needs to watch. Every single person within the stadium is excited. There's a great positive energy here. It is you can definitely sense that the World Cup is in India right now. Everyone on the streets, everyone here is live watching it, and yeah, it's great. One of the other important question that was asked by one of the colleagues is the 50 over a format something that is going to is this a format that has longevity, uh, and to which he said, yeah, obviously there are so many games that are being played across the year, uh, but the format of the 50 overs is something that should stay, but it's a matter of how we sort of keep it alive. But it's definitely a format. Obviously time has changed. People want quicker formats of the game, But yeah, the 50, nothing like a great 50 over game.
Yeah. Yeah, Pingal, so if you can just flip your camera back so we can see your beautiful face again. So that
Flip my side. Oh my god, this is
just
gonna be
rotate.
hectic. But yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, yes,
Right,
yes, yes. Yeah.
Telangana colors wherever he goes. What is that? What was it like? Because it's a question asked by a very important journalist, a friend of mine and yours, Mustafa Ismail. He was asking, "How's the filter coffee, bro? Like, how was the breakfast?
Filter coffee was wild, dude. I just had one fantastic Kothas coffee.
Yeah,
It was really good. Uh, After lunch is probably going to go through the press conference, then shoot the India warm up. Sorry, the practice nets. That's happened. It's just like 500 meters away from here. Everyone's sort of broken for lunch. But yeah, the coffee is fantastic, but the heat is too much. I just don't think that I can take this heat.
yeah. And for cricketers again, 50 overs, man. That's gonna be something a test of stamina.
Yeah.
We'll let you go, Pings, because you have to obviously go have some lunch. Because chef was also calling Pings right in the
Yeah,
starting.
chef.
The chef
Chef's
is
been
yeah. He
he's been
wants
hovering around.
coffee, his whatever you. So I'll get back to you, Pings. Post everybody who's joining us. Rohit Sharma की भी press conference होने वाली है आज, and we're going to be following that as well. Pings will join us again with Mustafa mostly at around what 2 o'clock, 2:30, something like that, and then he's going to go to the practice. So
Yeah.
summing up this entire press conference, basically Pat Cummins coming out and saying about his past history with World Cups and what he watched as a growing boy. People sort of balancing him. सवाल उठ रहे थे कि has this Aussie side mellowed down? क्या ये लोग ठंडे, क्या ये लोग गुस्से वाले नहीं रहे, जो एग्रेशन जो एरोगेंस रहती थी रिकी पॉन्टिंग में, डेमियन मार्टिन में, एक मार्टिन क्लार्क में, have the captains mellowed down? So obviously Pat Cummins, the general Australian temperament, never letting their guard down, नहीं बताना कि हम किसी से कम नहीं, और कल हारे भी तो कोई बात नहीं बोले पैट कमिंस जस्ट इन केस, बिकॉज दे नो उन लोगों का स्टैंडर्ड क्या है, उनका लेवल क्या है, तो वो मजा आने वाला है देखने में। चेन्नई का वाइब पिंगल आपके लिए कैप्चर करने वाला है, going to be
Yeah.
giving live footage from the ground, around the ground. The works are going on. The coffee is hot. The weather is also hot. So tomorrow, you all stay tuned right now. For in a couple of hours, we'll get the Indian press conference where Rohit Sharma will talk about Shubman Gill. Rohit Sharma will talk about the team combination. And Australia also mentioned about the team that they will decide the team at toss. Usually, Australia is one of those teams who gives it out one day before. So that tells us that injuries काफी pertinent है वो Aussie squad में. But we will come to know on the toss about the Australian team. On the other side, stay tuned with us because we will be bringing you the press conference, the practice, who look good, who look bad. Thanks, Pings, for joining me. Get some lunch, get some rest. I'll see you soon, guys.
All right. Take care. See you guys.
See you.
Bye.
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 Yeah, so that was Pings live from the stadium. And yeah, just before I go, I just want to say कि भाई Pat Cummins का press conference fantastic दिखा, उसकी जिस तरीके से confidence से, shows maturity as a captain. He's won the WTC. He's won, he's played quite a lot of cricket in India. अभी भी चेन्नई में हराए थे इंडिया को, अगर आप याद करो अप्रैल में. तो there are certain glimpses कि भाई ऑस्ट्रेलिया is not an opposition जो आप lightly ले सकते हैं. और हम वही देखेंगे कि भाई आगे जाके कैसी मैच होने वाली है कल. इंडिया का प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस 2 बजे या 1:45 ऐसा बताया गया है. हमारे कैमरामैन, हमारे फ्रेंड रिपोर्टर पिंकल वहां से है, आपके लिए लाइव इमेजेस लेते आएंगे. और जो भी हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं, आप सवाल पूछिए, आपको कुछ पर्टिकुलरली पूछना है, पूछवाना है, तो हम डेफिनेटली वो भी करेंगे आपके लिए. तो जुड़ते रहिए चेसिंग द टारगेट से. आइए हमारे साथ बात करिए. मैचेस का रिव्यू देंगे. वहाँ बांग्लादेश मतलब अफगानिस्तान भी चल रहा है. 132 फॉर 6 आफ्टर एन इनिशियल इनक्रेडिबल स्टार्ट. गुरबाज के जाने के बाद काफी विकेट्स गिर गए, एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. बांग्लादेश इज वन फोर्स दैट you have to watch out when you're playing. So stay tuned करिए. Talk about cricket World Cup 2023. Thank you for joining Chasing the Target, and see you in a bit, everybody. Goodbye.